Hello, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. I am doing a Flosstube extra. This is my January plans for cross stitching. This is a big notebook, so it came with these here. It came with 3 side tabs and filler paper. The filler paper all looks the same. So this is this. You are made of stars. You are magic. And then it looks like this on the back. This one says you are wildly capable of amazing things. And this is the back, so it looks like the same backing. And then this one is keep your eyes up, feet on the ground, smell the flowers, hear the sounds, touch the stars. And again, the same here. And there's more. And I will be using the filler paper. I will show you how. So I purchased this because I purchased the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Planner. Jen Lee has a YouTube channel. She has the Facebook group, #24HOCS. And her planner, she has a digital planner and the PDF. I got the PDF. She showed how to use the digital on an iPad. So I have a friend that has the iPad and an Android tablet. So she had purchased it for her iPad, but she tried to use it on her Android tablet. She said it's much easier and more compatible with the iPad. So I'm like, okay, because I really don't want to buy an iPad. And I really want to stick to the paper planner. So with the PDF, also, you only print up the pages that you want. You don't print up the whole thing. So, like, here's what the cover will look like. And then all year, your monthly highlights. So, in my cross stitch newsletter, every month I send out a newsletter. And I pick 3, 3 designers to focus on for the month and a theme. So that's January's, February's, and March. So that's what I used this page for. Then January, what I am technically working on. And now I do know how to do it on both sides. So, shopping list. So, the next time I go to work on a Bella Filipina, I have to work on, I forgot what one first. Oh, Greta Goldbloom. But I already have everything for that one. So the next one would be Mermaid Treasure Amethyst. This is what I need for it. I'm not in a hurry for it. I can wait several months. But that's there. And again on the other side. So all year, time to review. So she has all kinds. All year new starts. So whatever new starts you do for the year. And finishes. So now that I do know how to print on the other side, it's so much easier. And if I did any FFOs, which is fully finished. Okay, and then shopping challenge. So they try to get you to make 12 or 24 purchases at different shops. Okay, and then here's January. So I purchased, you get you get 6 of these in a set. So I ordered 2 sets of these on Etsy. And I already had stickers. So I have January through December. Then from the same company, I got 4 of the top ones. The ones that are on the top. And I made out of my labels. So these are my challenges I'm doing for the year. My inventory, it's just my floss list. And then all my whips are in here. And this one's not being used for anything right now. But I flip on January. Here's January. Here's my calendar. Yes, I've already set it up for the year, for the month, on exactly what I am stitching on every day. Okay? And my goal for the month, these are the 4 things that I'm stitching on. I forgot to add Rosie. My dates for my cross stitch weekend, and then again my plans. Then you have your whip tracking. Now I didn't do this yet, I still have to do this. So this is January. So the whips that you have beginning of January: mini, small, medium, large, BAP. I don't do minis. I don't use this stitch count. I use a different one. So if I have new starts for the month, any finishes for the month, and then the whips at the end of January. So I really like that tracking. Then time to review, so the end of the month I can, what my goals, if I thought it worked, what I need to stop doing, continue doing, your favorite stitching moments, finishes, expenses, things like that. Then your to-do list. Well, on my to-do list, I pretty much pulled out anything that I am working on this month and what challenges it's for. So I did that. Then we go here to challenges. Okay, so this is a list of all the challenges I'm doing and what ones I'm doing under them. Okay, so that's my Haid Stitch Along checklist. I want 200 stitches a day, so when I do, I will color these in, and each day will be a different color. And then I'm using this all year stitching tracker. This one is for my stocking. So yesterday I put in 58 stitches. Today's January 2nd. So when you're all done, then for January, you total how many stitches you did for that. That's how I'm using this one. And then I printed it on the back for my Quick Stitch Rosie. So yesterday was 100 stitches. So that's how I did that. Now I'm in a Cross Stitch Journal and Daily 30 Facebook group. They are focused, they have one thing where there's 100 books, and they're all old books. Well, most of them are. So you have to pick one. You pick, like this one here was 1984 by George Orwell. 1984 is a number in the title. So yesterday I worked on Long Dog, Quinto Acuto, the pointed fifth, and the fifth is a number. So that's a number in the title. So that's how I was able to work with that. Today is a Confederacy of Dunces. I am going to use, what was I going to use for this? I forgot. I think Astrology Cat for the C. So I think that's what I was doing. And I haven't punched this yet, and actually this wrote it this way. I don't know why. So I don't know how I'm going to punch this. It may not get punched. But also in this journal in Daily 30 has a Daily 30. So each day you have to do a before picture and an after picture of just stitching for 30 minutes. You do not have to keep track of how many stitches you did. I did, but you don't have to. I'm in the Halloween Cross Stitch Challenge group. It's the Year of the Dragon. They have a yearly project going on. You pick one project or more as long as it has dragons. Does not have to be Halloween, just dragons. So you have to post 3 qualifying pictures during the year. So I am working on the stocking. That's what I'm doing for that. Then there's this big spooky. You have to focus on 4 large projects, 3 months each. So January through March, I worked on Nora Corbett's Mary. So I start working on that today. It's already a quarter done. But January through March, once I get to the end of March, I have to post another picture. I think I'm going to post picture like the end of January, the end of February, and the end of March. So I will do that. And then April through June, you pick another one. So I don't have that written down. But the project must be at least 100 stitches by 100 stitches. Must be Halloween. Mary is a witch. So, and you have to stitch at least 400 stitches on each. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. So post one progress update each month. That's pretty easy. Then I'm in the full coverage Fanatics. And they also have a quarterly. So from January to March, you have to stitch anything that has to do with winter. So I will be stitching on snowy. April through June is spring. To me, Rosie is spring, that quick stitch curly-tailed Rosie. She's pink. There's like rose petals all around, so I'm using her. July through September is summer. Haid, sunshine. I forget the real name. I forget the whole name of it, but there's a sun in the background. It looks summery. October through December is fall. I'm doing Red Fox by Stitches So Beautiful. So you have to post a starting picture and an end picture. Not a problem. I am in Garan Tottenbag's Facebook group. They focus on a designer every month. I am only doing January because I don't have anything out started by any of the other ones. But Lila Studios is my Halloween Quaker, so I will stitch on that in January. And if I needed to, I could have wrote more on the back because I used the filler paper that came with this. So January's acrostic for the hashtag 24HOCS is the word healthy habits. So yesterday I did 200 stitches on Heaven and Earth Astrology Cat. So H for heaven is the H. And then L was my lawn dog. And I put in 200 stitches. And then I made my own chart on the back of that. This is for the Stitching Sisters. You have to do 200 stitches per letter or 300 stitches. They do not call it penalty stitches. It sounds bad. So they call it stitches of love. The word is resolutions. So yesterday I used the letter L for lawn dog. So, yep. Stitching Sisters also has a stitch through the capitals of the United States. So from Montgomery, Alabama to Juneau, Alaska is 3,729 stitches. I'm using Astrology Cat. So when I get to the 3,729, I can check it off. I'll probably just highlight it. And then from Juneau, Alaska to Phoenix, Arizona is 3,058. I'm thinking of still using Astrology Cat for all of these. Look at some of these have over 4,000. Some are smaller, 284, 261, 213. So it all ranges. But yep, there's all of these, and then I printed it up on the back for the rest. That should be fun. Then I'm in the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group. The theme is to grandmother's house, so here's this. You do not have to stitch anything out of magazines, though. So the word for the month is sleigh. So like yesterday for L, I used the lawn dog. For the S, I'm going to do snowy. The E, I'll do my treasure dragon stocking. I don't do 200 stitches at a time, so I will use yesterday's stitches and today's and a few more days, and then I will put it on here. Into the Woods, got Greta Goldbloom, and Chessie for Heaven and Earth. Then on this back page is Crafts and Books. They also do 200 stitches or 300 penalty. So for A, I did Astrology Cat. And yesterday for T was the Pointed Fifth by Lawn Dog. So hibernate is their word. I know there's a few of you that watch me that only do YouTube. You do not have Instagram or Facebook. And you want me to know what the acrostics in that are so you can work on them on your own. You don't have a channel or anything to steal ideas. You're just doing it on your own with me. Then there's Whip Warriors Facebook group. I'm doing categories. So the categories for January, the letter is a W. So the categories are animal or plant, near or in water, a color, related to humans and culture, man-made, travel, seasons or celebrations, favorite things, leisure, magical, mystical, or mythical, designer, pattern, title. Sorry. Oh, I got the hiccups. So yesterday in Lawn Dog, it lists all the animals and birds and that are in the Lawn Dog one I'm doing. There are woodpeckers and whales. So I did the woodpecker for animals. I'm going to do a whale for the water at another time. And then on Pop Culture Stitching Challenge Facebook group, they also have an acrostic. And so this month's word is friends. So I did the pointed fifth for the F and heaven and earth for the E. So that, it seems like I have a lot going on, but to me, I am very organized. It's very easy for me to see. I have a bunch of these notepads. This one's almost used up because I've been using it for a few years every December. But I have so many like composition notebooks and UB notebooks and all that kind of stuff that I just make a list of every day what I'm stitching on and what it will get posted in. So it's all ready for today. I filled it out last night. So I already know when I pull something out, I look up on that paper, what am I stitching this for? Ta-da, it's done. So for me, I'm organized, but you have to remember, I also don't work outside the home. So when I stitch for like an hour, I will get up, take a break, go clean something. I sit back down, I'll stitch for an hour, I'll get up, I'll clean something. Or just get in some steps. Also, I am going to be listening to more books while I'm stitching. I got to get my reading in. So, yep. And then with the 24 hours of cross stitch, you track your stash. So, I only did an inventory on my flosses. So, this is DMC. Now, I have several floss boxes. So, I have one with extra floss. I have a master set of full coverage and a master set of my non-full coverages. So when this is next to me and I pull out, like say my full coverage and I don't have a certain color, because I still don't have every single color in the full coverage or the miscellaneous, which is non-full coverage. So if I pull out and I'm working on a full coverage and I don't have that color in the box, I just go under my DMC list and I look. So I wrote the letter if it's in my extras, if it's in my miscellaneous or my full coverage. So I've already, like this one, number 311, I don't have an extra one and I don't have it in my nonfiction. I only have this color in there. So the only time it will get crossed off is when I no longer have it in the extra. Like this one I'll never have to worry about, because just when I run out of the color that I'm working on, I just buy a new one. But this way, if I don't have it in my full coverage, I come in here and go, oh, I don't have an extra one. So I'll have to steal from this one a few strands until I go shopping and I can get that color for full coverage. I'm not getting an extra. You wouldn't believe how many extras I have of so many others. So that's how I'm doing that. And then she also has it for your week's die works, which I have a lot of. So I have them, and then I just highlight it if I own it. She has it for Gentle Arts. And the other one is Classic Colorworks. I do not own any Classic Colorworks. That is something that I want to purchase. And then my whips. So then she has all your whips. So I listed them all. I did not write down fabric. I just wrote down what size it is. And then I numbered them. So I know how many whips I had. And again, I learned how to print them on the other side. So there are all of my whips. So smalls are 0 to 100 stitches. Mediums are 100 to 150, large is 150 to 249, and a BAP is 250 plus. So how these numbers are figured, instead of multiplying like we usually do, you're adding. So you're going to take 100 and 130, which makes it 230, and you're going to divide it by 2. And that gives you the total number, and that'll let you know if it's a medium, large, BAP, or a small. So that's how I did that. Yeah. And then there's a pattern wish list, which I have going on here. These are all the Le Petites I still want. And there's 2 more on this side. So once I get them, then I will just mark them off. I'm planning on getting them on their website as PDFs. Enabled by Heidi all the way down. So right now that's what I'm working on. When I finish a Le Petite, I will purchase one. But I cannot purchase until I finish one. So that's how I am using my notebook to keep me organized. You probably could have used a classic, but I knew I was going to need to do a lot of writing, so I purchased a large. Plus, this way, I can use a full sheet of the printer paper. Also, this printer paper for the planner, I used 32-pound weight because it's a little bit thicker and sturdier than regular printer paper. So that's how I am using her 24 hours of cross stitch planner. I will put a link down below where you can purchase it. Make sure you pay attention if you're purchasing it as a PDF or a digital planner. With the digital planner, you get everything I showed you. Plus, with the digital planner, you can take almost every day or weekly, whatever you want to do, but I would do it almost every day. You can take a picture of your progress and make it the size you need to put it in for the day. So if you did a weekly spread in here, like a regular planner, you could slide it on over. Or put it on your whip. Where's my whips? You probably could find a place to put it on your whip. Make it small enough, maybe over here on the side of the picture of what it's supposed to look like. And I think that there's like your project sheets. That's what I'm thinking of, your project sheets. So your project sheets, I keep them in this. These are my project sheets that I got from Happy Planner, but there are some from, where are they? These are the ones you get from 24 Hours of Cross Stitch. So I had to make them smaller to fit in this, but it would be bigger. So you could take a picture. So say here's a picture. You could do a starting picture and you could do an end picture. You could do maybe little bitty thumbnail pictures all throughout of your progress on it. So you could do that too. So that's how I am using her planner. I hope that this is not a copyright issue. If it is, I'll take it down. But I'm trying to promote her planner because I think it's amazing. And I didn't show you any blank pages. They're already filled out. So, yeah, it just gives you ideas. And I think it's well worth it. I know it wasn't very expensive, but it was well worth it. I ended up getting it with a coupon code that she gave us in her Facebook group. But yeah, love it. This is a Happy Planner big notebook. Classic notebook will work just as fine. You're just going to print the pages up smaller, and you're going to end up cutting off paper. So you're going to be to me, it's a waste of paper. But yeah, those are my stitching goals. I did not pull out the projects to show you my projects. You've already seen my whip parades, what I'm working on. So I am going to, when I do my end of January Flosstube, I will let you know if I made all my goals at the end of showing you what I stitched on. And then I will make a new February goal like you just saw for January. So I will pull out February's and let you know what we're working on in February. So, yeah. And some of them I don't get the acrostics or anything until like February 1st. So these videos will always be made on the 1st or the 2nd of the month so that I can let you know what the acrostics and everything are. But so far yesterday, I enjoyed it. The only thing I feel more overwhelmed is getting in the amount of stitches that I want on the Astrology Cat, Rosie, and Stocking. As long as I get in the Astrology Cat, I'm good with that. You know, Rosie and Stocking, they'll get worked on eventually, so if I can't get to them, that's fine. But I shouldn't have an issue today, plus tonight is Mary. So like I said, I have January, today's the 2nd. I wrote down daily stitches, because that's for the 3 I told you about, and then Mary. And then tomorrow's my day off from the daily stitches. I do work on the owl beaded kit for 2 of the Stitch With Me's, and then at night I will be working on Snowy, because during the day I'm going to color. Unless I have time in the morning before I color, I'll work on Snowy. But yeah, Wednesdays are my day off from the daily stitches. I will do, though, my daily 30 with Snowy. So I still will get in a daily 30. But yeah, they only, for this time, it's only the 1st through the 5th. So I'm thinking they do a daily 30, but they only list it for 5 days each time. I don't know. But yeah, I am enjoying using this. Like I said, this goes with me. And to make room, these are probably going to have to come out. These are, I mean, look at how thick this is. So this will probably have to come out later on. Because I really don't want to throw out anything in here. I don't want to throw out, you know, the acrostics or anything. Challenges. So these will just stay in here. And the monthly ones I'll probably have to move, or I'm gonna I'll have to set it up a little bit differently. But the ones that are all year, they will they'll be with the yearly ones. So I will be doing that. But yeah, this is the whole list for the year. Some are daily, some are monthly, and then the ones that are quarterly or yearly. So I already know, just by looking at this, all the ones I have to work on for the day or the week or the month. So as long as I have this main list, I'm good. So I did write down my daily 30 cannot be Rosie, Lawn Dog, or the Stocking. Uh-oh. My daily 30. What was I doing today? See, I did do Rosie yesterday, and I wasn't supposed to. Well, I hope that'll be okay. So today will be a different one. But it can't be Rosie, Lawn Dog. Oh, because I'm using Rosie, Lawn Dog, and the Stocking for the Cross Stitchers Journal. This here. The yearly challenge. So I couldn't use it for that. Okay, so now that I remember that, I won't use Rosie, Lawn Dog, or Stocking again on the daily 30. So anyways, that's my January goals. If this seems to be overwhelming for me and it's not working out, I tweak it next month. You know, that's what this one paper was for, what worked this month, what didn't. So I do have that in here. Yeah. Time to review. Start doing, stop doing, continue doing. So greatest lesson learned. And then here, you know, tweak for next month's plan. So right now I like doing it this way. I am a night owl. I stay up late. And if I have insomnia and I can't fall back to sleep, I'll get up and stitch from now on. Before I would come in here and I would play video games on my phone, I'm going to stitch. It will help me stay on focus on my the 3 focus pieces for the year. I can keep track of it. So that is it. I hope this is helpful. Let me know what you think. I know some of you are going, that's just too much. It's too crazy. It's too overwhelming. You do what you can, especially if you work. You're not going to be able to do all that. I totally get it. But yeah, that's what's going on for this month. And stay tuned, and I will keep you updated on how this went at the end of the month, and then I'll do a February goal. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys all later. Bye-bye.